people down around here.
All right, good afternoon, everybody.
Do you know any of them?
Good afternoon. My name is Travis Smith. I am one of, along with a lot of other people here, part of Biking Across Kansas. And I want to say thank you for letting us come and invade your space here today. I want to thank Misty in the back, who has set all of this up and has provided us with refreshments. Would you please tell, especially the riders, what they can get in the back and what we have coming up?
Yeah, we have tea, lemonade, and water, and don't feel bad if you take the last of it. We have extras to make. And then afterwards, we're going to have a cool treat for you. We thought ice cream would be nice.
You can pay for it at the school or you get it for free here. So whichever one you would like. All right, we're going to do a couple of things, 3 things here today. First off, I want to talk about what we are, Biking Across Kansas. And I will get some help from the members in the audience who have done it maybe more years than I have. Second thing that we'll do is we'll talk about the bikes that we have. Here's mine, and this is the one that I ride. There's one that's coming through the door that's a lot cooler. We're going to talk a little bit about those. And then the third thing we're going to do is the BAK spokesman, spokespeople, whatever they are, our barbershop quartet singers. We have a big group of people who are going to sing to you some old-time barbershop music. So those are the 3 things that we have on store here today. This is Staff Sergeant James Airy. He's bringing in his ride here, and if he wants to park it right here. This is another way in which we can get across the state. In the 1970s, the United States was celebrating their bicentennial, and one of the things that happened is that they wanted to set up a route to cross over the entire U.S. by bike, so that people could bike all the way across the United States. Well, there was one individual that was contacted for finding a route through Kansas. All right, I don't know all the names, I don't know all the details, but I know this. The year after that, he started what we call Biking Across Kansas, where we bike from the western part of the state, so the western state line, and we go to the eastern part of the state. We started in Syracuse, Kansas. That's where we started on Friday night. On Saturday, we went to Garden City. Last night, we spent the night in Spearville, and we biked here today. We'll be going to Hutchinson, and if you know the eastern part of the state, Hillsboro, Opie, Ottawa, and we'll end south of Kansas City at a place called Lewisburg. This takes place over 9 days, and it's been going on, I believe, for 46 years. We did not do it the last 2 years because of COVID, so it is fantastic that I get to see people like this guy again, who is one of my favorite individuals. Leroy Hirschberger is one of them, but there are many others here as well. I see BAK as being a family, and so this is not for a charity, so some people will ask, do we do this as a purpose? Does it have some charitable connection to it? It does not, all right? It's really for fun. And raise your hand if you think biking in the weather outside 59 miles like we had today is fun. It's fun. When you have a tailwind, it really helps. Yes. Yes, all right, so we do have a couple who do. Sorry? Yeah, and we're going to have you talk about that here in a second. And so we have about 800 people. 800 people is the maximum that we can have. We have about 600 registered people. Please come in, find a seat. We have around maybe 100, 150 other people who are called Support and Gear, or SAG, that are essential for helping us get across the state. So here's what it looks like when we get up in the morning. When do you get up usually?
6:30.
6:30. Some people get up 4, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. They get out on the road sometimes before 6 o'clock. When did you get out today, Ron?
5:45.
5:45. All right. Some people like me leave later, towards 7 o'clock. One guy, they call him the Machine. He leaves sometimes at 9 o'clock, and he just powers through. All right. Well, we have 59 miles, and you know we need a lot of things. So on our bike, one of the things the first thing that I always think of that we need is we got to have water. So what we have are these SAG stops, Support and Gear, where what you can get is water. You can get some small food items, usually fruit, sometimes crackers. We had cranberries, and we had beef jerky sticks earlier today. But a lot of fruit. It's not a meal, but it's food that will get you down the road to a lunch stop. Now, some people didn't eat lunch today with it being only 59 miles. And we had a nice wind, so it pushed us in. Dr. Nina, please come in once you take your photo. Find a seat. There's some still available here. All right, so there are places that we have set up to provide water, to provide food, and they're about roughly every about 10 to 15 miles. Mary Ann, this nice lady right over here, is one of the SAGs that I'm seeing. If there's another one and I'm missing you, I apologize. But she's, can I tell them what we call you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, affectionately known as the SAG Hags. And that's a good term. That's a good term for them. They're invaluable. Without them, we can't get across the state. So that is part of what it looks like during the day. Some people get in relatively late in the morning. Some people get in the afternoon. And some people may still be out on the ride today. I don't know when the last person is. That's what the day looks like. Where do we stay? We are staying at your high school. So in the high school gym, if I had the video option, I would show you a photo of what it looks like. Basically, everybody has a little bedroll that they bring with them and their clothes. But we don't pack our clothes on our bikes. We have trucks, and Thomas Annis is one of our truck drivers. He's the leader of our barbershop quartet. He's not in here at the moment. We take our bags that we have, we put them on a truck, they transport them to the next town, and we pick up our bags. Once we get done, we go find a spot in the gym, and we lay out, we cool down, we take a shower, things of those like that. And then we go eat. We eat a lot of food. I've always said in BAK, you will like BAK if you like three things. If you like people, if you like food, and if you like biking. Now you kind of got to need to like that last one or you're probably not going to last the whole week. Everybody likes food and you'll find a lot of interesting people. As I have in meeting this gentleman. I did not know him until Sunday night. And so I'm going to go first because I have the real wimpy ride comparatively. You may have ridden a bicycle back in your day and age. I've been hearing about individuals whose brothers got better bike than she did. That's not fun. I have what's called a road bike. There are other things called touring bikes that are longer. Mine's relatively narrow. A longer bike provides a little better suspension and a more comfortable ride. I don't have that. I wanted something that would help me get to where I was going a little bit quicker. Now, Staff Sergeant, why don't you tell them a little bit about your ride here over the next about 5 to 10 minutes, if you would, please.
All right. Before you do, can I get all the singers to come with me? Let's do a little bit of warm-up.
Okay. I found out about these 6 years ago with the folks from Adaptive Adventures. They're handicap riders. They ride hand cycles. And we were doing a mountain one up in Colorado. It's called Copper Triangle. And it's like 70 miles over 3 major mountain passes a day. And the last one was Vail Pass, which is 13 miles of a steady 9% grade climb. And they told me about these recumbents, and they're geared so much better than his bike. So I started looking into them, and then I got this one built when I retired in 18. I had this one custom built by a factory in Czech Republic, and it's a touring trike. So it's got the heavy rack on it here. I put my trunk on here. It has tools and spare parts and bad weather gear, jacket, pants, storm gear. So I've got that. I've got a couple of charging units here. They're solar units. I've got a water pack here that's 3 liters, and it just sits on my seat here. This has got a hub on it. Instead of gears like his, this has a hub that's a 14-speed internally geared hub that you can change here, but you can shift the gears while you're sitting still. You don't have to be rolling in order to change them. And then I put a fairing on it for the wind and bad weather. Added these, the mirrors. And then I found out finally when I had to replace my drivetrain earlier this year in the spring, they tried to talk me into it, and I added the electric assist, so it's got a battery underneath here and an electric assist motor up here. It's got 5 levels of assist. I can put it on one and ride a steady 13 miles an hour just by my pace. It'll assist you boosting it up. I've got the flags so they can see me from behind. I've got lights on either end of it, and then I've got my bags here, whereas he carries little bitty bags, I carry stuff. I've got snacks, I've got sunscreen, I've got electrolyte replacement tablets, I've got a water bottle in here for it, I've got a bag of dried pears and a bag of cashews. And my trike is a full suspension, so it has front suspension and rear. And I even carry this with me. So I've got my real camera with me. I have a headrest here, so no matter where you stop, you've always got a nice seat. You don't have to look for a wall to lean it up against like he does. I can park
Yeah,
anywhere.
no kickstands on ours, these kind
No
of bikes here.
kickstands, no anything. I can park anywhere. And you've got a comfortable seat when you're parked.
How much does your bike weigh?
About 50 pounds. But it's designed as a touring bike. So it's probably around 50, maybe 60 pounds. So it's a real heavy frame. It's got the front suspension, got the rear suspension.
Yesterday when we were riding into the wind, here's 2 different ways of riding. Me, I get down on what's called my aero bars here. So I am trying to, instead of sitting up, I'm trying to lean down and break the wind. That's a horrible choice of words, my apologies. This guy here though, it's a lot different. You know, how were you going through the wind yesterday that was in our face?
20 miles an hour.
He was going 20 miles an hour. Jeff and I think we were going like 10, 11, 12. So this thing really makes a difference. It really can.
And it protects you from the sun, don't it?
Do we have any birthdays this month in the room? We got one. All right. One of the things we like to do is sing happy birthday. So I'm going to invite you all to sing happy birthday. And your name is?
Carol.
Carol. I did this the other day. And?
And Misty.
Misty.
And Misty. We got Carol and Misty. All right. So let's just warm up and just all sing happy birthday to Carol and Misty. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carol and Misty. Happy birthday to you. Isn't that fun? Happy birthday. You know who else's birthday it is today? And that brings us to the BAK spokesman. We got together in 2013, my first year on staff. We finally came up with the name BAK spokesman for a couple of reasons. We want to represent well BAK, but also, what's on a bike? Spokes. So we're the spokesman and women. So we're going to sing for you a couple of songs. First song we're going to sing is, and where do I have everybody? Awesome, you guys lined up just the way I wanted you to. But you're all in a line. So, let's have every other person step forward and make a semicircle. No, not the back row, that part. Step forward, every other person. So kind of make 2 rows. Kind of make 2 rows of orders. Okay? So we can kind of hear each other. Yeah. Yeah. Now, the first song we're going to sing is called Wild Irish Rose. Have any of you ever sung Wild Irish Rose or heard it? Do we know what we're doing? Do you know what? No. So it's in the key of B flat. We don't try to B flat, but we sing it in the key of B flat. So we're going to start with Wild Irish Rose. As soon as I find my pitch pipe, I keep hiding it from myself. was sitting in your place, I'd say, hey, these guys are professionals. Right? How many of these guys back here sing barbershop, do you think, on a regular basis? Raise your hands.
6.
Raise your hands. None of them. None of them.
That's awesome.
We're singing the barbershop polka songs. Now, a lot of them sung with me several years, and we're singing some of the same songs we've sung over several years. But we're singing out of the Bar Polka book. And they're fun songs that are easy to learn and easy to harmonize. And we all hear that barbershop ring and have a lot of fun with that. Let's sing another. Shine on Me. Page 13. I gave up my book, so I don't know anymore. No. I don't want my own. I want you to have to look on our first step for you. All right. B flat. Oh, shine on me, shine on me, will the light in the lighthouse shine on me, shine on me, shine on me. I wonder if the lighthouse will shine on me. Oh, let it shine on me. So, Little Liza.
9.
Page 9. Let me guess, B flat? All these songs start on B flat except for one of them. Oh, honey, honey, bless your heart. Oh, honey, that I love so well, so well. I've done been true, my gal, to you. You're the honey that I love so well. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you in the spring and in the fall. Honey, 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 little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you best of all. Honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you in the spring and in the fall. Honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you. Little eyes, I love you. Love you best of all. Honey, 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 honey. Honey that I love so well. So well.
Sing out on the road?
Heart of my heart, I love you. Let's start that one over. I don't know if we start on the right pitch. We're on the third. Well, we start on the third. Let me see. I put you on the fifth. That's where we start right. Heart of my heart, I love you. Life would be naught without Thanks.